get into the second and final part of this experience. Hello everybody and welcome back to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will, I'm a D&D sex icon. I'm back today with the second final part of our Dark Matter 2-shot. And we have the full cast and crew back with us today to get up to no good in space together, playing with the Dark Matter rules. So let's go around, figure it all out, who we are, and of course, who we're playing. We have Pruitt with us tonight. Pruitt, how's it going, my friend?
Well, it's always going well when I'm on. We're here with y'all on Encounter Roleplay. I'm looking forward to this this two-parter. We've done most of the investigation. Just need to wrap that up, and then it's time to get to the action. I'm going to be playing Kellannon, everyone's favorite Clint Spacewood gunslinger. So I can't wait to fan the hammer, so to speak.
Hell yes. Oh, also, side note, you guys will notice that there's artwork of the characters by their names, which is done by Hermley on Twitter, which I'll link to you guys here in a second, who's very kind and whipped up some awesome artwork for our characters, which they just look fantastic. I feel naked because I don't have one. Anyway, Bastian, how you doing, my friend?
I'm not that naked. Hi, yeah, I'm Bastian, Vuurmannetje. I do the tech behind the screen. For those that don't know me, I'll be playing Happy today as a served ex-soldier. And with the Dark Matter system, I was actually able to grab the Vect race and fighter, combine it with Fighter Barbarian, go for a half human, half machine fighting machine. And last week there was no fighting, yet I did have a lot of fun. So looking forward to where the story goes. My buddy Kellannon, which is Pruitt, to follow. Yeah, absolutely. It's all good.
Absolutely. And for someone who I can say with some certainty is very naked is Nicholas. Nick, how's it going, my friend?
It's going good.
Good.
I have nothing negative this week, so yay!
I'm happy for you. I'm happy.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to see where and how we will fuck this up. So.
Inevitably.
Yeah, and I will be playing Ilk Measley, very disheveled engineer, hacker.
Yes, managed to hack into many a database last week, I'm sure. We'll get up to no good again. And of course, last but not least, we have our favorite human, Charlie. How's it going, Charlie?
It's going great. I'm very excited to be back and playing this two-shot. I've been chatting at people about it all week. I'm totally a human, as you said. Nothing slightly blue about me. I'm learning all of the ways that humans interact and the many nuances and the many symptoms of pompous assholery. So it's been an educational trip, Morris.
Absolutely, yeah. As myself, I of course will be tonight's Dungeon Master, and I'll be using the Dark Matter rule set, which is on Kickstarter right now for the next 53 hours. It's about $33,000 as we speak right now, sailing towards the $35,000 stretch goal. Basically, we're playing D&D 5e, but Dark Matter has it in space. So go and check it out. They're really close to 600 backers, and it would be awesome to hit the stretch goal before the campaign ends, because it's fantastic. We're using all of the rules for it, and it's really simple. It's got fun new races, fun new classes, equipment, spells, everything you could hope for, and more. So definitely go and check those guys out, because they sponsor today's shows and last week's one as well, of course. But I'll dive into things in just a little bit about what happened last week in an intrigue and shenanigan-filled episode. But quickly, I'll remind you guys that we are, of course, sponsored today by fantasygrounds.com, as well, our virtual tabletop of choice, and, of course, whalinggames.co.uk for your miniature line and tabletop gaming needs. Go and check those guys out for a 20% retail value discount. And, of course, you guys can interact with today's show. If you haven't followed yet, hit the follow button, join us, retweet this tweet here, and of course donate to affect the game as well, so that you guys can give players net 1s, net 20s, wilds, magic surges, and worse. But to the story at hand, the party are rogue traders, working for a rogue trader, and found themselves in the Coronis Expanse. They responded to a distress signal from the Imperial colony of Damaris, and Damasus was in danger from an orc invasion. They had taken over a nearby mining planet, and they were calling in reinforcements to help them because it seemed like the Imperial fleet were leaving. Now, they were leaving because they figured that if they were going to stay and fight, that much of their navy would be destroyed in the doing so. And the party began to uncover a series of intrigues with various different characters on Damasus, including one Governor Capac, who is the kind of planetary head of Damasus, who is intent on staying rather than fleeing for an orc invasion. They also ran into one Joran Alexander, who is a younger man, part of the Alexander family, who are a huge mega corporation within Damasus and the Coronus Expanse, who it turns out the Imperial Navy have been keeping an eye on. Towards the end of the episode, they met with one Captain Locke, who's the head of the Imperial fleet. She told them that they want to destroy the Alexanders because they're worried that they may have turned to chaos. The reason for that is that there is a gamma pendant somewhere on Damasus. Believe it or not, it is said to be underneath the homestead of the governor's palace. Now, if the Alexanders had this, and if it fell into the wrong hands, the capabilities for destructive powers would be terrible. It's believed that there are people, the Alexanders are working with the orcs to clear out Damasus so that they can go digging and get to this gamma pendant. But the party, of course, with the help of Captain Locke, are not going to let that happen. No, indeed, for they have infiltrated one, what was his name? Michael Arendt, a millionaire playboy and architect. The two go hand in hand. And on his ship right now, they have cornered Joran Alexander and Trinity with all her human wiles, has managed to get Joran Alexander to a point where they've got his data pad, and they're going to press him for some information on the Alexanders so that they can uncover a heretical plot, find and save this gamma pendant, and stop an orc invasion. So, my friends, that's about where we find ourselves right now. We're at kind of like a party, I suppose, aboard a ship which is orbiting just above space, and all of the finest dignitaries and nobles are partying here. Of course, Michael Aaron is here as well. He's the playboy who you guys are kind of playing off right now. And of course, Joran Alexander has just headed downstairs with Trinity the human to get a little bit more close and get a little bit more information about him and possibly his heretical family. So let's dive into things, my friends. You guys are up here. Happy the combat servitor, Kalanon the gunslinger, Ilk the infiltrator, and of course Trinity, a cleric. The three of you will watch as Trinity takes Joran's hand and heads downstairs.
And Kel will kind of like bleep Trinity on the Vox, and just basically like, just use your wiles, get some info out of him while we hack this pad. Turning off my earphone now. I don't want to listen. Click. It doesn't wait for a response.
Right.
Yeah, Ilk will try to snatch up the data pad that Trinity made Joran put aside.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Happy will provide a distraction as she picks up the datapad so no one else notices, like visually block any line of sight to it.
Awesome. So, as you kind of like move around to make sure that Ilk, as he's like tapping on his little datapad, no one sees. Kel keeping a lookout as well. Trinity heading down with Joran Alexander. Ilk, draw me like a data use here to hack into Joran's pad, because this is the kind of person I want to describe to you the level of human that you're dealing with right now. He has a password that is 123.
That's good because I rolled like shit.
Well, that was pretty bad. Luckily for you, he seems like a 10. So, you, I imagine what's happening is like, Ilk looks at this for a second.
God damn it.
He's got a super fucking like Matrix level like screensaver going down his screen. You're like, this guy works for the Alexander Corporation. He's got to have fucking like high security right now. And then like you overthink it, and then it, you know, it's like the equivalent of like a 1, 2, 3, and you're in.
Oh, let's see if we can find out those messages to what the hell was this guy's dad's name? Alexander something Alexander.
Yeah,
I think
it's Morkin Alexander. I wrote down Morkin at the end, but like, yeah, I mean things got blurry there towards the end when there was you know like test tubes and stuff. You know, it's all up in the air from there. We'll say his name is Morkin Alexander. I wrote that name down. I don't think I use it anywhere else, so I'm using it. Goddamn. So
obviously with the orcs, he's got orc in his name.
Morkin, yeah. So you want to see messages to and from his father. Okay, so there are a ton of them. The only problem that you find right now, Ilk, is when you see the messages, they're all encrypted and they're like in code. So it's going to take you some time to like break the code and find the secrets.
Okay, this is going to take some time. I'm sorry. I got.
What do you think we can do to help? Is there like a password to decrypt it, or you just have to break it down by hand? What's up?
Yeah, a password would probably be good.
I mean, this kid says he's never been with anybody. I'm just worried that he's not going to be long, and he'll be back. So,
like, if you had the password for sure, like that would let you in, or it can just run like his like hacking software, which will take 10 minutes. It's just that you'd need to. Yeah, 10 minutes is a.
I can run it, and then
I
can.
We can give you 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I think Trinity can give you at least a minute or two.
Meanwhile, Trinity, you've headed downstairs, and you're sort of like in like the basement level of the club, where there's like nooks and indeed crannies. For it's one of those clubs. Yeah, it's absolutely filthy. Michael made good on his promise. But Joran's kind of down here with you, and he's like, "So what did you want to talk about?"
I wanted to demonstrate for you my wiles. I thought you might like them.
Your wiles? What do you mean?
I like you very much. You have a very pleasing face.
Oh.
I believe we would be good friends.
Yes. I've been told I've got one of those faces, you know.
It must be the Alexander genes. They're most becoming on you.
These genes, they're just they're just an old pair.
Well, they suit you. Very becoming for a human male who's with a human female.
Thanks. Yeah. Well.
And she's kind of gonna dodge to the side as like some people drunkenly stumble past, and then dodge away from the sticky wall on the other side. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of gonna look like she's dancing, but she's really not. She's avoiding things.
Yeah, he like breaks out into like he's like, "Oh, we're dancing," so he kind of dances it out a little bit as well. Starts making some sort of like lower body movements, and, you know, just sort of like he's in a club, you know.
Why don't you tell me more about yourself?
Well, you know, I work for the governor. It's important work. It's, you know, I'm very busy all the time doing that stuff for him and for my father, and you know.
Your father? How very interesting for you. Why don't you tell me more about that?
It's not really. It's just, you know, this, that, and the other. Sometimes it's, you know, really important stuff, I guess. Because, you know, I'm kind of a big deal in the Alexander family. So, you know, do a lot of important logistical anomalies.
I love logistics. Won't you tell me about it?
Really? I mean,
logistics
yes.
and statistics.
Oh. Yes, yes, I could. What about what logistics?
What about, I don't know, what were you working on today? Or yesterday? Recently.
Oh, just well, a few bits from my, you know, father. There's people have been moving around, you know, like troop movements, that kind of thing. Just redistributing where people go. It's all very high level, high clearance stuff.
Oh.
It's all password protected.
That sounds very important. I'm so happy you can confide in me.
Well, you seem very nice.
I am a doctor. Everything you say is confidential.
Oh, is this a checkup?
It could be. Would you like that?
No. I mean, I did miss my last appointment.
That is terrible. Oh. Why didn't we start with some mental tests? They're easy to do and non-invasive.
That sounds hard. I mean, that sounds not hard.
Not at all. Where have you been sending the people? Let's start with that. That's a recent event.
Yes, oh, well, I've been sending them, the governor's, troops away from the palace, and out so that they can, be in various different, places.
That sounds very difficult. A lot of work.
It was hard.
Very admirable.
Thank you. Well, I guess I'm pretty good at it. Done it a lot of times.
Oh.
I've always been satisfied. So
That's good. A good performance review can make a big difference in someone's career.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what about... What was the last conversation you had with your father? Do you remember that?
Yeah, he ended it with that he's disappointed in me, just like every conversation.
Oh no. How could he be disappointed in you? You do such a good job.
Oh, well.
You move people.
I do, I guess. You know, I might just make a move right now.
Not away from me, I hope. A little closer,
You like-
perhaps?
He there's like the moment before the lunge and you see it coming. And it's like you know, like just when you see a building fall and like there's a moment where it just wavers and you're like, is that gonna go? And then yep, there it goes. And he's in there.
Very.
Yeah, he like swoops back out again. Yeah.
Oh.
Blue. What can I say? I'm good
Are you
at
quite
moving
alright?
people.
Yes. Yes, we should
So
continue diagnostics of your system, just to make sure there's no lasting movement between us. Trinity is like losing all fuck. What's your password? That's something you wouldn't forget, correct? That's something that we would know if you had a concussion if you forgot what that was.
I don't have a concussion, but I am head over heels.
Oh, your head is still above your feet. I think we should maybe sit down. I'm concerned about you.
Well, maybe you should give me a examination.
Yes. Where can we go?
I have a room.
That is most convenient. Is it clean?
No. No, well, it won't be.
Why?
Oh.
You mean this as a euphemism? The sexual activities?
I guess.
Oh. As soon as I've made sure you are not concussed or suffering diseases or infected or
okay.
Similar.
Yeah. Okay, this is gotten weird, but it's okay.
You said you wanted an examination. Is that not what you meant?
Oh, well, sure. I mean, sure. This happens all the time.
Why didn't you
This
go
is
ahead
kind
and
of
make sure
thing.
your room is clean? I will find us some drinks. I hear they help with sexual activities between a male human and a female human. Particularly when they're nervous. And you were definitely showing signs of anxiety.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
No, really, go.
Totally fine. Totally fine. I'll wait in there and get everything ready.
I would like that very much.
He disappears into a room.
Cal.
What is
Cal.
What'd you find out? Did you find out a password? He's running a program, but you're gonna need look over like 9 more minutes. Unless you can get the password.
The password.
How's everything going?
He moves people.
Well, you're
mean,
you're technically supposed to be moving him, but that's neither here nor there. You're human, you know that.
His father has been moving people, troops. This seems significant.
Where?
Around, away from the governor's house.
Interesting. You want to keep the governor's house unprotected. All right, yeah. You got to get in there. Find out what you can. Just remember. Here, and he grabs some drinks. This helps, trust me.
Good. That is what I thought too. I am glad that I am properly following procedure on this sort of activity.
Doc, you got to loosen up. Like seriously, just get in there and just have fun. Trust me. Afterwards, he'll sing like a canary.
I have to do karaoke after this. I didn't prepare.
Can a canary
You could
sing?
wing it.
You want me to become a bird? Cal, what do you know?
Kel just kind of looks at Happy and it'll kind of like, you need to You know what? Never mind. Just get in there.
I'm a human.
Talk.
I cannot become a bird.
You won't. You won't. Metaphorically, it's just a metaphor. It's just he'll start talking. Pillow talk, they call it. You know about pillow talk, right?
I will spoogle it. Thank you, Cal.
Yeah, you do that. Oh man. Kel turns back around. Geez, that doctor needs to get laid. Anyway, how's it coming there, Il?
I've been trying the passwords that seems appropriate for someone like Joran, and well, it's not ASDF. Perhaps it's.
I think you're close. You're getting
He
close.
might not be into ASDF. We'll find out from Trinity here in a second. Hang on.
So, yep. Bro, just passing that ball back to us. There it is.
I missed the music. I'm sorry.
Worst is like he's looking over at Mel on the Phoenix screen. It says God Emperor under his name, and I'm just like, I can't.
All right.
Would it be
realizing that
if
this
it said D&D sex
the doctor
icon?
might be
That's what I usually have.
realizing the doctor might be in over her head. Kel will be like, "All right, listen. Are you there? You going in the room?
Yes, Cal.
Are you holding your finger up to your ear right now, like you're listening to something?
Yes, Cal.
Don't do that.
Sorry, Cal.
There you go.
Jordan turns around. Sorry?
Telling me looks nice or something.
You look nice. And your room is very clean. He looks around. Is the room clean?
Sure, it's clean enough.
Oh god, that's clean by male standards.
Everything's under the bed. Yeah.
Sure, it's clean enough. That's
I've
probably
seen worse.
the kid give you much, confidence. But you know, like he's had it cleaned. It's like a hotel.
Don't forget to give him the drink either.
I brought this for you.
Oh,
As I said,
thank you. Yes. And he like swigs at it nervously.
The low lighting in here is very flattering. You make me glow.
Yes.
That's why you can see blue. Don't worry, it's all you. I'm a totally normal human.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you are kind of blue now that you mention it.
Have some more to
I've
drink,
already-
and she's gonna like do that thing where you push the bottom of the cup up.
I hadn't really noticed that before. Like, drink. All right.
Hell, would you like to show me your room?
This is it.
The bed. Ask him to see the bed.
The bed.
this
I would
drapes
like
and-
to see the bed.
Oh. All right. Well, it's just there. You can. It's very soft. I mean, no, it's hard. And
You're hard, and the bed is soft.
Good boy.
I read
That's a
about
good
this.
Oh. Right. Yes,
I
that's
just-
what I was
You're
saying.
hard. The bed is soft, and I am deep. Deep like space, glowing like the void. Not the void is bad. Glowing like magic, also bad. I glow for you.
Are you feeling okay? You're kind of saying some really
I'm very nervous.
weird things.
Being in the presence of someone who is so important is overwhelming me.
Oh,
And she'll sit on the
Yes.
bed. And she's like, please come, please tell me what to do.
Okay, tell him it's just overwhelming you, and maybe you'll need to establish what's called a safe word. So, in case it becomes too much,
safe word. So that we can be safe. We should have one. Like a password. Between
there
us.
you go. There you go.
Right. Yes. Yes. I do that all the time. With these.
How do you do it? How
types
do you
of
normally
things.
choose a safe word? A password between people.
Usually I just do my name but backwards, which is Norwich.
Hey, type in Norwich, please.
That can't be it.
Just his name
That is not as
backwards.
correctly as the name forwards. But if I say your name, wouldn't that be confusing? Then you would just think I was saying your name.
If you were
That
saying it
doesn't seem very
backwards,
safe.
then I would know that I should stop. Because that would not be. We could pick something else. You know,
What about-
maybe you should come up with one. Because you know, I've used a lot of them before, so you know, I just run out of words after a while.
I don't think we need any more words.
Ilk, did that
Do we?
work?
Yeah, so
Do we?
Ilk puts in Norwich and it works. Yeah, it's like ding.
Okay. Okay, so this is what you want to do. Trinity, I want you just... I'm sorry you have to do this. Just kiss him, and then moan really loud, and then say, that was good, and then stand up and just walk out. Well, hang on a second. Hang on. Hey, Ilk, you got that downloading yet? Yeah?
I'm on it. So yeah, it's working. It's working.
How much longer do you need?
He's got it by now. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Trinity, you can pull the ripcord anytime. You can bail out anytime you want there. But that'll be, you know, it'll help his confidence if he knows that you had a good time.
But I haven't completed any of my experiments.
Sorry.
You didn't just say that out loud. Why Trinity, don't respond to me.
What was that? Experiments.
Yes. As part of your examination. And she like quickly leans in, but quicker than he did, and just kisses him.
Oh. That was a good experiment.
Yeah, now moan, say that was good for me, and then walk out.
That was good for me. That was good for me. I don't know how to say it.
That was good for me too.
Maybe we should try it again. You need a large data sample.
Sure.
You stay as long as you need to. I'm gonna bow out. We got what we needed. So if you get what you need, I'm gonna go throw up now. Click.
So, presumably sometime later, Trinity returns.
Yep. Thorough experimentation had to happen.
So the three of you have been like combing through the data pad for a while, and you know, decoded Goran's code, which is basically he writes everything backwards, and it takes him forever. So and like there's multiple spelling mistakes. He's really not the smartest, you know, cookie around. So he's been receiving orders from his father, Morkin Alexander, to move all of the troops away from the palace, so that if there is a defense, that their own quote-unquote strike force will be able to enter into the palace to retrieve the Gamma Pendant. So basically the idea is get all the troops away. It looks like they're going to stay and fight, but if they are going to stay and fight, just get them away from the palace so that their own squad can move in, take the Gamma Pendant, and fly off world while everyone else is dealing with the Orc invasion. By the time you figure this out, Trinity returns.
You know she's approaching because you can smell that mist of alcohol and antibac and disinfecting spray that just halos her.
You get all the samples you needed? You good?
Well, for one participant, I believe I have all I need. I do
Seems
think
like
that
effective interrogation.
You see, like, Joran appearing from somewhere, like, semi-blue.
it doesn't rub off. That's not how it works.
No, but you did.
Well,
Can't set us up like
maybe that is how it works. Can Mage Hand Press let us know how that works?
Yeah, I need a official rolling on that, please.
Mm-hmm.
35,000 stretch goal. I need to know.
Well, I think we got all we needed too. So we should probably get to the captain ASAP.
To Michael.
Yeah.
He would be an excellent second participant.
But as you say that, Michael strolls up, having been promised some more time with Trinity after Kel spoke with him. He kind of swaggers on over with 2 glasses of champagne, one in each hand. Hello! Hello, how are you, my fine young doctor friend?
Good evening, Michael. I hope you
He's
didn't
put on
miss
about
me too much.
he's put on about 200 pounds since last time I voiced him.
It's a hell of a party.
And now he talks like Winston Churchill instead. No, hello. How it's good to see you. How's the party treating you?
It has been most interesting so far.
I bet it has. Speaking of interesting, I have some very interesting things in my room.
Oh?
Yes. And in my pants.
Perhaps there's
You
a
should have that
experiment
looked
you
at by
could
a
run.
doctor.
Oh,
Yes, Cal.
I intend to.
Yeah, something's going on with Happy's flux capacitor. We need to go back to the shop and check it out. So you're good here, right, Doc?
Yes, Cal. I believe I am briefed for this situation.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Have fun. Wear gloves. And
See you later, Kel.
good luck.
Thanks again for the setup.
Yeah.
You leave.
Okay.
I follow Kel.
Yes,
Yup.
you guys escape.
Okay.
Leaving Trinity's tender mercies of Michael Aaron. So the 3 of you fly back to the Bulwark, which is where the Imperial fleet is stationed, and presumably, sometime in the not too distant future, Trinity returns as well. So we'll pick up the scene once the 4 of you
I
are
have a
reunited
question.
again in a super awkward elevator scene. Yeah.
Did he actually have anything interesting in his room? Because he's like an archaeologist.
So when you get into Michael Aaron's room, because you've specifically asked for this,
How does this play out, Will?
No.
Will, I
We're
wanna
just hoping
know-
there'll be a roll and we can move on, but
Is Michael like,
This is where you just roll
Karen,
persuasion and go home.
yeah,
that's how my usual dates go.
Michael's room is like filled with perfume when you enter in, like a lot of perfume in this room, and like he's got a lot of like artifacts round, but they're the ones that you like buy from like a museum gift shop, and it's like real Roman coin, and it's like a fucking bit of plastic.
Questionable
So
fertility statue.
yeah, he's got a lot of these sort of like faux real artifacts around. He strikes you as a real Gilderoy Lockhart. But yeah, he's got nothing of like, I mean, to be honest, there's nothing of real interest about Michael Aaron, so that's about where it ends.
No,
yeah,
like
I
treasure
imagine-
map of like The thing you're looking for is here, giant X.
Unfortunately
Wait,
not.
No.
Like if you were to press him, like he would show you the map of where he believes it to be, and it's like in the governor palace's like grounds. That's all he knows. So like the X that marks the map is Mark's Point is basically there. But yeah, there's nothing else of too much interest with Michael. A treasure map to his heart. But yeah, we pick up with you guys sort of like in this awkward elevator scene, like just ascending to Captain Locke's room.
Trinity now has a halo of perfume and anti-bac. It's all making.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm not sure what.
I enjoy this music.
Yeah?
The rhythm really moves me.
Seem to be moving a lot lately. It's good for you. It keeps you healthy.
Humans do enjoy some dynamicism. Dynamicism.
Are you drunk?
There was a lot of champagne.
Don't you have like a shot you can give yourself, or does that not interact with human physiology that well?
I don't think your doctors is supposed to, inject themselves. It's frowned upon.
It is poor procedure.
Not supposed to. Okay, so don't play doctor with yourself.
At this point, like 5 Stratum priests like step on to the elevator and kind of like look at you guys. Emperor's blessings.
I only play doctor with Michael.
We don't need to confess that right now.
Excuse me?
Huh?
He taught me how to do that. He taught me many things, actually.
We're going up.
Yo,
How's your
Michael
day?
went down
50th
too.
floor. Put jam in the phone.
No, you're not supposed to press all of. No, we're here forever. God damn it!
Like panic pressing the buttons.
I believe if you hold and press the floor that you want, it will go past all of the others to reach that floor. It's an important
As soon as we hit-
feature.
As soon as we hit the next floor, I pull all 4 of them out and wait for the next elevator. All 3 of them.
You guys get pulled out and eventually go up to Captain Locke's room. She's back up there, of course, in her like Imperial fleet outfit, and she looks intrigued to see you. Looks over. It's still like the same night, so at this point it's getting close to like dawn on Demasis. And she's like, "Hello, welcome back.
Hi.
So you found something. There's some good
Yeah,
news."
this couldn't wait till morning, Captain. Ilk?
Yeah, it appears that the Alexanders are moving away the troops from the governor office so that they can move in when the orcs come. This seems pretty suspect behavior from someone who is supposedly be.
So the orc invasion is just a distraction then, while we're all busy fighting this General Snock Grits. They swoop in and take the Gamma Pendant.
Yeah, I haven't found anything yet that suggests that they have orchestrated it, baited the orcs, but it wouldn't surprise me.
They could just take the opportunity.
They could be opportunists, yes. That thought did cross my mind as well, which is just as bad in my opinion. Well,
They're still being devious. They're still going after a holy relic, are they not?
correct. Indeed, this is highly illegal behavior, which they should be punished for. But I think it would be best to strike a blow in a very real sense rather than in a political sense. This information, of course, is useful, but perhaps wouldn't be anything enough. We need to catch them red-handed, or better yet, catch them in the act and finish them once and for all. Now,
is that a trap?
On your discretion, I will be remaining here with my fleets to fight the Orc invasion. We will be able to best them, I think, in a trap, but many of my forces will be occupied with the fight. Now, you four alone might not be enough to take down the Alexander family and whoever they bring with them, but there are a few, I think, who could help you. First of all, the rather rogue trader, Blitz.
Yeah, Blitz, that's who I was going to suggest. Looks like he's wanting some action, and taking down a noble family, I think that probably would be a lot more fun for him than just killing some more orcs.
Mm. And it may be worth you speaking with General Dante as well. He may be an unpleasant folk, but he will not suffer any heresy, as far as I've seen.
Also, did you know that the head of the Alexander family is called Morkin? I mean, this orc, right? I mean, have we done any gene scans of this family or something? Perhaps
any other questions?
I think
perhaps you should Google.
I will spoogle it. Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracy theories come up on 8chan. You know, it's kind of like the Avril Lavigne, is she real kind of like conspiracy theory. Like they actually just replaced her. Side note, huge Avril fan. That's not important. You guys, I'm sure Ilk can dig up some conspiracy theories that Morkin is in fact an orc, because he's a shadowy individual who's rarely seen. He does live on Damasus, however, and you would suspect, based on the report that you found and decoded, that he will likely be there himself to take the Gamma Pendant, trusting no others to it.
Commander Locke, if you change your plans so dramatically, people will suspect that something has occurred. Would it not be better to appear as if you were maintaining your plan? As we know, there are conspirators everywhere.
Perhaps. Then again, I can create a false report, and I need not share anything with the citizens of Damascus as to why my decision was changed. I can simply say that there are less orcs than we thought, or I'm receiving reinforcements, something along those lines. It'll be encrypted to a level that they won't be able to reach. So I think we should be fine there.
Okay. Well, we'll speak to the general. Yeah, we'll speak to the general and Blitz. Get everything in order.
Very well. The orc invasion is close. We don't have a lot of time.
It might tip them off though if you're staying, or change their plans. You could also hide behind the moon.
Perhaps I could say that I'm sending away the fleet and instead stay. But then again, that would leave the planet more vulnerable. I will think on the matter.
I think if it's discovered that part of the fleet is hiding, that would be probably worse than if it's actually here and just we have new orders and we need to.
Well, you can still write that down as military tactic, naval tactic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if the commander's troops are still all at the walls fighting, I think that's still enough cover. That's why we need to use Blitz's men.
I will consult with my generals and let you know the decision.
Yeah, I think the Alexanders are more interested in the area around the Governor Palace, and those are considered heavily guarded. So if there's no reinforcements there, then I don't think they will change their plans.
By looking at them, she grabs up a data pad and starts looking at these files and says, by the looks of things, there are only 10 men left on duty at the Governor's Palace. Those will be yours. We can expect an all-out attack upon the palace. So you, these 10, and any other reinforcements you can find in Blitz and Dante will be defending the palace during the siege.
Okay.
She kind of nods curtly and says, "You have 48 hours."
Whew. All right, let's head out.
Yeah, you guys are probably pretty shattered, so like heading back and sleeping is probably something that you feel like doing at this point because you've pretty much been around for 24 hours. So you guys can grab a rest on like the shuttle back to the planet, and then start up things again in the morning. So at this point, the Orc fleet has been sighted and is a matter of like a day and a half away from assault. So like you can even see like a tiny speck on the horizon in space at this point, and like little flashing lights, that kind of thing. So what would you guys like to do at this point?
I think we should go to the general first, only because Lit seems like the kind of person to drink hard and sleep in. So general seems like they're probably up at dawn.
Yeah. The general is. You get the sense that he's always busy.
Probably also easier to have the general be quiet about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blitz is something of a loose cannon. The general. So you head over to the military compound again. The general does not look pleased to see you. He is organizing his PDF, the Planetary Defense Force, for the invasion, which is likely to begin in space with the Imperial fleet, and at the same time there will be orcs, arriving on dropships and the like to assault on ground. So he's getting ready for an urban warfare type battle here in the city. He's very busy, they're handing him data pads all the time. He's barking off orders, and he doesn't look like he has much time for you, but you are getting in. He looks over and is like, "What is it?"
Well, we've uncovered some very valuable information, sir, and kind of like go to a more private area. Is that a possibility?
Yeah.
4 years only.
He nods. Fine. You have a minute, and opens up a sealed door to a private room.
Okay. So the Alexanders are going to try to draw all the guards away from the governor's mansion because there's a gamma pendant. And they're going after it. We have proof of this.
Subtly behind.
What?
I was gonna say, subtly behind Cal, Trinity is going to take out one of her little sprays that she managed to smuggle in and spritz it at Cal's back. And I want to cast Bless on Cal and Appy and Measley. So you can add a 1d4 to saves and ability checks, I think. Or attacks and ability checks. You want to have it written down?
Cool.
Yeah,
saving throws and attacks.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah,
Just in case.
we presented this info to the Imperial Commander. She is staying based off of it to help in the defense. So you're welcome there. But we need to set a trap for these Alexanders. We need to catch them red-handed. That's coming straight from the commander.
Yeah. Roll me a persuasion check with advantage, Kel, because you've got a lot of evidence.
Okay. I went deception. All right, it doesn't matter. Advantage, and then also get a +4, which I'm gonna need, or plus D4, hopefully. 12. Better than average.
Yeah, he nods kind of grimly as he looks at the report, clearly believing, your words, and says, "I see. Unfortunately, right now, I don't have any troops to spare for this matter. I can lend you some equipment for the defense of the palace, but unfortunately, my mandate does not involve the palace. We must defend against hordes of orcs that will be landing in just over a day."
Well, I understand that, sir. We're going to try to get the other rogue trader to help with the defense. Any equipment would be... Hey, any help.
We have an armory, military grade. Help yourselves to anything inside.
Okay.
And he opens up the blast seal doors to the armory of the most expensive and well-funded army, this side of Terra. And yeah, you guys see, you got chainswords in there. You got like heavy bolters, like Space Marine level equipment has been pilfered, stolen, found, rescued by Michael, Aaron, or just straight up bought from rogue traders who have traveled across the galaxies to fuel and fund this armory. The general kind of nods to you curtly again and says, "Thank you," and moves on, leaving you guys with this armory. I gotta run. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. You guys describe what items you want to pick up here. And feel free to check the Dark Matter equipment PDF as well and grab some stuff from there.
Have anyone seen some sort of a bomb or something? I think that would be...
There is some cool stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff. But I think this is what we should try to do also as a way of coaxing old Jeremiah Blitz. We need to pull some extra fun stuff to sweeten the pot for them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and present some fun stuff up front.
We should grab at least a couple of concussion grenades. Just because they're really easy against groups. I was looking at some
Don't forget the rope. We need some rope.
Yeah.
Rope? For...
Yeah, you never know when you're going to need rope, man. Trust me.
Okay.
Well, Michael said something similar last night.
Okay.
I made a note of it. It's part of my experiment note.
Okay, yeah, Morage.
Did you torture him or?
Oh, Ilk, what are you doing?
He made some curious sounds, but I assure you, there were no pain levels on his statistics when I scanned him.
Well, you didn't try hard enough then. I mean, there should be... If you want to interrogate someone, you need to put some force behind it. I mean...
My experiment is invalid. I have to repeat it.
Okay. Well... perhaps not.
Well,
no.
Maybe after all this business is done, you can repeat your experiment. So, well, we're gonna try to raid the armory for we got sidetracked with experiment talk.
I don't believe it.
So we're gonna try to load up some bags with some extra gear as a way to sweeten the pot to pull Jeremiah Blitz into this plan.
Okay.
As if to say like maybe just a few extra bolt pistols, maybe a chainsword or two in a bag. Load us down with some concussion grenades.
Yeah, you actually know by reputation that Jeremiah Blitz has a particular love of flamethrowers.
There's a flamethrower in here.
Oh yeah, for sure there is. It's like a chainsaw / flamethrower type. Yeah, this is totally Jeremiah Blitz.
Sling that on the back.
I'll pick up one of the staffs. There's a long Aviara staff that blasts out light. It's kind of like one of the Stargate. I imagine it like one of the Stargate ruled staffs. So she'll open it up and make it fizz to start and make sure it's working and in proper condition.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Also, real quick, we do have a viewer decision. So underneath this line in chat, you guys to tell me what monster attacks the palace. You're gonna bring. If we're bringing in bolters and heavy flamethrowers and Jeremiah Blitz, the enemies of chaos will bring in their own chorus as well. Happy, what did you want?
Happy will go into the motorized department and find himself 3 modules. Basically, we have the construct graphs, which you would normally have to surgically insert, but being a Vect, I'm allowed to just remove one arm and pop something else in place. So I'm gonna grab an overdrive module, wings,
awesome.
Probably a jetpack since it's 40k.
100%.
So and a logic unit, which is basically like a chip which I put in the back of my head, and my mathematical skills improve greatly, which well, 1 times 2 is 2, right? And basically the overdrive module will mean that I can go into overdrive and I get a crit on a 19.
Nice.
And it stops early if I roll a 1. So
Awesome.
that's it. The rest I already have, so it's the Gauntlets of Doom.
Already pretty decked. What about Ilk? What's Ilk grabbing?
Ilk is probably grabbing a singularity emitter.
Okay, what's that do?
Singularity. Yeah. What the hell did you word? Missed it. I had it here before.
Do just
less a blaster in the conventional sense, a more stripped down dark matter engine designed to rip a hole in the universe. It needs to be cooled down if used, but you know, it's
sure. It's like I guess like 40k they have plasma pistols, right? So it's probably along the lines of a plasma pistol that can like overheat and like melt you if you're not careful. But super.
And it's probably pretty huge because you know it creates a black hole.
Oh yeah, it's like a heavy plas. Yeah, that would be dope. Okay, cool. So you guys walk out, you know, from the armory, like, and you strike a badass pose full of poster.
Having like Doom flashbacks.
Right. Yeah. And you know, strike a pose, and then head out from General Dante's compound. In order to head to speak with Jeremiah Blitz, who is around. You've heard. When you find him, he's actually in like some kind of bar on Damascus, and it's like a weird karaoke bar. Jeremiah Blitz has just finished off his last song. By the way, it's like 10 a.m. He's clearly completely drunk and probably high as well. Based on some of the narcotics used around this place. They're selling a lot of death sticks. And Jeremiah Blitz kind of sees you guys like, oh, hey, it's my friends. Oh, wow, yeah. It's good to see you guys. Real good to see you guys again.
So, hey, Jeremiah, you gonna make a lot of money?
Money, yeah, no. I like money, I guess. Money's good too, but you know what else is good? You know what else is good? Power.
Yeah.
You know what else is good? Death sticks. Wanna buy some death sticks?
Sure. Yeah, I'll buy some death sticks.
Hell, I would not advise.
I don't have any.
Oh.
Wanna buy some? For me.
Oh, you want me to buy them for you? I get it now. Sure. Who's selling?
I don't know, man. You tell me.
Okay. Well, we'll look for them in a bit. How would you like to take down a noble family? And how would you like to do it? And he plops down the flamethrower chainsword. How would you like to do it with this?
You watch as blood drains from his face.
Oh, now that's just fucking biblical.
Yeah.
Oh.
Into the world
He
shit,
kind of
man.
like caresses it for a moment, like the tank of the fuel tank.
Fully
Oh
loaded.
wow, she's a real beauty. Where'd you find this girl?
Oh, you know, planetary defense owed us a favor. So, first thing I thought of is my good buddy Blitz. And
that's so neat.
your group. Because we need you. Need you to take down the stopped mid-sentence. Need you to take down the Alexanders. We're going for the governor's palace.
Did you just say you need me to take down the Alexander family?
Yeah. Does that sound good?
That sounds good to me.
Just think, once they're taken down, all their houses, all their properties,
Yeah.
would be undefended for a short time before the Imperium swoops in.
Where'd you want me to take them to? Get some death sticks, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, death should be involved for some, but
Not necessarily just in sticks.
right.
If twigs as well, those are pretty good.
Whatever you can handle, man. But we need to set a trap for him. Set a trap.
Okay.
Around the governor's mansion. You think you can do that? As soon as the orc invasion starts, meet us down there.
Yeah, I could do that. Why are we doing this again?
Because they're doing some shit that they're heresy, man.
All right, cool.
They're involved in heresy.
I'm sold, and I get to keep her. Right?
Oh yeah, that's yours. I would literally pick that out, especially for you.
Oh, she's perfect. All right, that's
you can even name it yourself. I mean,
yeah. We also got some. We'll bring some other gear for your boys. Maybe some grenades. You like those? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'd like that. I'd like that a lot.
Ilk takes one of those "Hello, my name is" and just slams it on the flamethrower. Just hands him a pen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. Hey, Cal, come in close.
What's up, man?
Come in real close, closer.
Hang on. Just kind of leans over the bar.
Oh, yeah. There we go. You saying to me, you want to take down the Alexander family?
Yeah, they're into some freaky shit, man.
Because I've got a flamethrower, and I'm thinking I could lay a trap for them at the palace, like a death trap.
Oh my God! Go on, tell me more about this plan.
And then they come in, and I'm like, it's me, bitch, and then I burn them all.
Well, we need flamethrower. Can you just wait like 30 seconds after you normally would have until they like go for the thing that they're trying to steal?
Okay, how's this? I say, it's me.
I think you should. Yeah.
Bitch.
I think.
And then that's when I hit him.
Then you hit, yeah. Then you.
The long pause.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a solid plan. I'm glad you came up with it.
Yeah. Okay. So why are you still here?
I was looking around for some death sticks, but I couldn't find any. So I'm sorry about that. I'll keep my eye out though.
Okay. All right, man.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Well, we're going off planet, so I'll see you next week.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? You're not gonna stay for the invasion?
What invasion?
So we just or we literally just talked about?
You mean you want to take down the Alexanders?
Can I inject him with some sort of heavy antipsychotic?
I'm going off planet for a whole week.
Did they pay you? Oh, right. Okay. I see. You're devious. I see how you did there.
Yeah.
Can I still inject him with an antipsychotic?
Sure.
I think
Trinity has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I think she's got some death stick.
Oh yeah. Hit me with that stick.
I give Cal a glance.
Hey,
I hope it's industrial.
you might as well get the hat trick tonight.
Gonna hit that death stick.
I don't think there's not enough disinfectant in the universe.
No.
Stick a
Yeah,
tongue.
so
Stick a
I'll
tongue.
just pull it out of my little medical kit and just jab him straight in the arm with it.
Oh yeah.
More
Oh,
violently
yeah.
than
Oh.
necessary, probably.
Oh. Hello.
And he's just a normal dude.
Terribly nice to meet you.
He's English. Shit.
His hair is suddenly like swept back, and he's got some affable foolishness about him. He reminds you a lot of Hugh Grant for a second. Oh well, you know, if there's anything I can do, then, please do just ask, and I'll be happy to help. Oh, a flamethrower. Must use one of these. These are very dangerous, you know. I can't be trusted round fire. You know, I once almost set my own house on fire. Left the gas on.
This is a curious
Reverse that
effect.
tomorrow, right? You can reverse that, right?
You're like, get the death sticks. Get the death sticks.
Does anybody have any death sticks?
the guy comes around, like the waiter comes around on the tab, you know, and like put some death sticks on. Oh, I really don't know.
Pay him
if I
in a
should,
grenade.
you know. As soon as you like,
Dosage.
We insist. We insist.
as soon as you like death stick up Jeremiah Blitz, he's like, oh yeah, okay.
Right.
You know, you guys, you want to take down the Alexanders?
Why would we want to do that?
I was publicly very fond of an Alexander.
Right.
In public?
We were on a space yacht. It was only last night. Do you not recall?
I was sort of. I was too busy hacking his tablet.
I will send you my full report.
Yeah, and Doctor, I was going to say, you didn't need to send me both reports. I
thought you would find the pictures particularly interesting.
No, not oddly enough, no. Neither informative nor interesting. No.
This is why you have straight to spam filters. I mean.
So,
Anyway.
Jeremiah Blitz, he just watches this whole thing and just like recedes into the background.
Mr.
Tomorrow.
Blitz, would you like to see my report?
No, Doc. Let's.
He CCs you later into a chain about, and it's entitled "You Want to Take Down the Alexanders?" And Kel gets a grasshopper, page 14 on dark matter equipment from Blitz. The last thing that he does. Hey, take this. I think you're gonna need it with that one. And just hands you over, like he's the kid from Recess. This item, which I will go on look up for you in a second.
What if it's like a car? Like he hands you.
He just hands you
Like
a
his-
whole car.
He has ways of hiding things.
An entire car. I'm looking it up now. Let's see.
Okay.
PDF, not the planetary defense ones. You got it up there?
Yeah, I got it.
What does that do?
It does 2d10 radiant, and it also pushes the target 10 feet away, and then it has the overheat.
Oh, it's like the Men in Black gun.
Nice.
Yeah. It's
Right.
The
little
noisy
graph.
It's a
crystal.
phaser. Oh, dope.
Yeah.
What would it be? Like a plasma cannon or something?
Probably a plasma pistol. I'm imagining this one.
Yeah.
And you know, they overheat pretty easily, but they're super deadly. So yeah, for Kel, he just hands you this in the knowledge that you may need to melt your own brains after you see the next report that Trinity sends your way.
Okay. Take this tiny little gun and put it in.
Suddenly he's Seth Penhollow and he's got the Art of War. Oh man. Okay. So yeah. What do you guys do next? It is at this point, you pretty spent the most of this day doing all this and booting and suiting up and meeting all the people. So it's like probably the nighttime at this point. As like the planet of Damascus gets ready for an invasion, and like you see the Imperial fleet is already in the sky. The little dot and lights of the Orc invasion force is getting bigger in the sky, like its own sun. And the planetary defense force is in high, visibility in the streets right now. They're like leveling down buildings that they don't need anymore to like form choke points in the city so that they can fight the orcs best. You know that the General Dante is like, he's clearly pretty good at this. He's done this before. They have their like tanks out and the like. The nobles are like either fleeing up to the bulwark or remaining where they are, as per General Capek's sort of instruction.
We should probably reach out to General Capac to ensure that our... Wait, is it Capac or the governor?
General Dante, Governor Capac.
Right, yeah. We should probably reach out to Governor Capac to ensure that our contract is still in place. It was particularly lucrative, you will remember.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, like the Joran's there with Governor Capac, of course, like at his beck and call. Back in like the Ice Palace, and the one thing that you would note about this place is that there are only 10 soldiers on duty here now, like the 10 guard that you guys have been assigned by Captain Locke. So like in theory, these guys like under your command, and they like report to you. So as to how you want to defend this place, and Governor Capac will meet with you. Like he's being drug along by the 4 servitors. And he's like, "So, I hear that the news is good and that you have convinced Captain Locke to stay. I am very pleased indeed by this turn of events."
Well, it's what you hired us for, isn't it, Governor? I mean, that's why we're here. Where are you going to be commanding from for the battle?
Oh, I shall not be commanding. That is General Dante's position. I am a politician, my friend. I am staying here in the center, and he's got like a big sort of like data hub place here that he can get all the reports from that are like filing in from the fleet and the like. And I will be sipping on a glass of wine and smoking a cigar as I watch our forces cripple the orcs. I have enough protection here. We're not in any danger.
Oh, all right.
and Joran's like, "That's right. We're going to be fine here. It's good to see you again, Trinity."
Good morning,
and
Joran.
Everyone else.
Evening. I forget what time it is.
Was evening over the capital, right?
Yeah, it's like evening, nighttime at this point. He like gazes longingly into Trinity's eyes.
Good evening.
Hey.
Yeah, your test results will be ready tomorrow.
I
have some very important things I ought to be doing, so I'll go do them. And Capac is like, run along. Useless, that boy, honestly. So, what part will you be playing in the planet's defense, then?
Killing orcs.
Killing orcs. We're gonna be we're on kind of a roving detail. They're gonna funnel the orcs to certain choke points, but there's always a spillage, right? And so we're gonna take care of those. So we're gonna be kind of moving around a lot.
I see. Very well. Well, that's fine by me. Just stay out of my way.
Yeah. Well, and you stay safe, Governor.
I'll be fine. I have nothing to fear where I am. This palace is impregnable, and there are plenty of soldiers on duty. I doubt the orcs are at all interested in me. They'll be trying to take out the fleet and fight General Dante's tanks and the like. Fear not for me, my friends. Now, 3 of you, and he points towards Ilk and Kel and Happy, should arm yourselves for a battle. At Trinity, there is a building where we're sending the women and the children. Those too weak to fight or be useful. Now, battle is a very scary thing. There's lots of blood and the like, and things that aren't suitable for your mind to comprehend,
I am a
your
doctor.
sensibilities. Right.
I am familiar
yes.
with various bodily fluids.
What?
Kel looks from Trinity to Joram and back to Trinity, and just
Like
turns
peeking
around
around
and
a corner.
walks away.
And Happy will kind of make himself big, like he's fully armed with weapons, and he glossed over it like it was, well, he wasn't armed at all, and say,
She is our battle medic. We need her in the fight.
He gives you a knowing look. Oh, I see. Yes, including her, making her feel included. That's very good of you all. Very kind.
And Kel turns around and looks at the guy. Yeah, it's good for her morale, and kind of gives him a wink, like trying to placate his misogyny.
I see. Kind of gives a knowing nod. So, you know, there are rooms here with urine. He hasn't stopped speaking about you this whole time. No, I haven't. I just mentioned that it was a cool party and it's totally low key.
I have referenced him often also.
Yeah,
Really?
with footnotes.
There was
Proper citations are important.
The governor looks like confused by all of this and then disgusted very quickly. Whatever. Right, I will remain here. And he kind of like wheels up to like the command hub. Do whatever it is you're going to do. There's an invasion coming, so I suggest you all get a drink. And he like starts smoking on his cigars, seemingly completely unaware that his palace is soon to be attacked by the Alexander Corporation. One of the
Kel's just going to go outside and regroup with all of his forces.
One of the soldiers reports to you, and they're one of the the 10 guards that are left on the watch here, and she reports and says, "Kel Anon, I've been instructed by Captain Locke to report to you about the defense of this facility."
Oh well, yeah. We're gonna lay a trap, and then we're gonna spring it. You know, standard stuff.
What kind of forces are we expecting?
Whatever the Alexander Corporation family, whatever they bring with them, they're gonna bring a strike team. They're kind of using this whole thing.
Like her eyes kind of widen a little bit.
Yeah, we gotta take down some heresy.
Just us.
And Kel kind of looks around, like waiting for Blitz to show up. Like, well, we have some others, but they're not reliable. I'm hoping they show up.
I see. Right. Well, station us wherever you want, and we'll be there.
Okay. Yeah. Just find some places in the buildings right around here where you get a good eye line.
A resplendent offering.
Beijing Press thinks Trinity's love might gift her some reconstructive nanobots, page 16. And then we read the last bit out there, something for Ilk as well. Oh my god, I have a perfect moment for this.
Trinity actually would like to hold back on following her male counterparts, the useful ones. She's gonna go talk to Joran. She has a couple of questions.
Okay. Ilk, you find around here. Hey guys, the host. In Ilk's pocket, there is a drive disk, page 13 on the equipment list, and you guys will see as you kind of pull it out that this is something that maybe Michael slipped into your pocket. It's like Michael Arendt's approved, like brand of drive disk. Yeah, it's like a floppy disk with his name on. It's amazing. We'll look that up in a second. So yes, Trinity, you go over there. Drive disk real quick. This foot-wide disk has 2 handles on its sides. By grasping the handles firmly, you can cast a spell, Pilcrow's Speed Cycle, from the disk. The disk becomes the wheel of the speed cycle, which materializes beneath you. Once Pilcrow's speed cycle is cast from the disc, it can't be used again until the following dawn. I'm going to look up that spell here in a second because that sounds dope.
It's a Tron cycle.
So you go over to Joran, Trinity, and he's there kind of, you guys posted it in chat for me, thank you. You guys have a quick private conversation with one another. He's like, hey, It's good to see you.
It is good to see you too.
I only.
Are you scared?
You must have missed my messages. I called 6-7 times, but it was really it like called the first time was on purpose, and then the other 6 or 7 were it just accidental.
You should let
really,
Elk take a look at your communications device. Perhaps there is a fault in it.
Yeah, I think so. I will do that. Like in a minute.
Are you
probably,
scared
so.
about the orc attack?
Oh, well, I guess a little bit nervous, I suppose, but I think everything's going to work out fine.
Do you have a plan for a route out?
Oh, yeah.
A secret route that's not just the normal corridors?
Oh, I mean, I guess I can tell you, but roll me a persuasion check with advantage here, Journey.
I'm so excited. I haven't rolled all day. Oh, that's rubbish, 20.
Yeah, he's like, I probably shouldn't tell you.
Hold on, let me roll again. That wasn't with advantage.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. 15.
He's like, but well, you're not going to tell anyone. It's fine. Yeah, there's I've got a drop pod out of here, and it's gonna shoot up the bulwark, and there's escape ships that the Alexander Corporation have got ready. My dad's and a few others are gonna do the same thing. He's coming here like tomorrow, and we're all gonna head off just in case, you know. He said he's bringing like a bunch of guards with him as well, and so we're all gonna take the drop pod and escape out of here. It's gonna be good.
That seems like a solid plan. Would you tell me a secret?
Yes.
Do you know what's under the palace? Is it cellars or caves or?
I guess. I think so. I think caves. And
You've
then
never been?
No. I mean, I just email people and CC chains and stuff.
It's a very important job.
A little bit of social media here and there, just Facebook.
Well, you're very appreciated, okay?
Yeah, well, it's fine. All of my work is kind of disappointing, so I wouldn't don't expect too much. I don't really get any engagement or anything.
You're a Damaris sex icon.
That's more Michael Aaron, honestly.
Oh no, it's not. Trust me.
Okay. Well, that's nice of you to say. If you want to get out of here, we can take the dropship together and go off planet. It's not much, but I own like a little sector of just 3 planets that I have. That they're not much, but they're kind of nice. Some people call them like paradise.
I would like to see them, but
yeah,
unfortunately,
that says they're really disappointing and not important. So
they're very strict about the away missions I accept.
Yeah, I never go on holiday. It's just, just don't find a time. All the work, got to do better. Got to work harder. So
she leans in and she kisses his cheek and she says, "I believe in you." And then she turns around and walks away.
Oh, he like, before you go, and he like hands you this little like bot, this little hand like tech little servitor, and presses it into your hand and says, "You might need this if you're gonna stay and fight."
A gift.
Oh, it's nothing. They're not worth much. I mean, I'm not worth much, but it's like at least worth all my self value. So that's something.
I've never had a gift before. Thank you.
He smiles and crumples into himself. as you head back to rejoin the rest of the team. Now, the reconstructive nanobots are dope. This is page 16 of the Dark Matter equipment, which I'll read out now for you guys in chat. This capsule contains a swarm of short-lived nanobots, totally the Necrons, by the way, that will set about repairing anything once released. You can use your action to open the canister and administer it, or throw it up to 15 feet at a target. If the nanobots hit a creature, that creature regains 1d4 hit points at the beginning of each of its turns for the next minute. If the nanobots hit an object, the object regains 1d10 hit points at the beginning of each of its turns for the next minute. At the end of the duration, the nanobots deactivate. Nanobots, go!
Oh my god, I love them. They're the cutest pets I've ever had.
Yeah, they're super cute. Yeah. You rejoined back with the group. Jeremiah Blitz has turned up at this point. He's like there with him and his own like acolytes of rogue traders who are like, there's like a combat servitor whose like right side of the face is robot, left side of the face is human. There's like gunslinger who's got like the cowboy hat but on backwards. The infiltrator but with the on sideways probably, and the mustache which is like turned upwards. Like Hercule Poirot rolling downwards, and you've got someone who looks just totally like a human, but she's kind of green. Don't ask her about it. And Jeremiah Blitz turns out with his own squad, and he's like, "Hey, man, where'd you want us then, huh?"
And it just like point to a building over there. Is like, over there. We'll swoop. Oh, excuse me. We'll swoop in once they move in and get their fingers in the cookie jar, so to speak.
Yeah, cookies.
Yeah, we'll catch them red-handed, and then we'll split cookies later.
All right, man. Crazy.
Trinity is going to send a recording of her conversation with Joran to the rest of her crew. So they know everything she does about the Alexander escape plan.
All right.
Okay.
Maybe we should inform the Imperial Navy to head off those escape pods, just in case.
So Blitz's amazing wild magic is that he can double his spell's range if he's carrying no metal. I'm going to interpret this one that he can double the range of his like flamethrower blast, so it can just like run down the end of corridors, seemingly at his command, which is pretty dope. Pretty dope.
You're sure he's not called Hans, right?
I mean, you're not sure if Jeremiah Blitz is his real name or not. You have a suspicion. There's only one of him. Yeah, gifted with these items. Blitz and his crew just sort of go around and set up a basic perimeter around the place. Let's see. I have a crit fail to hand out to someone whenever he pleases. I'm going to give this to... I don't even know one to Charlie because I love drama. And I want there to be... There's just so many scenarios to use this on that could be hilarious in the near future. So you set up with the 10-man squads, General Cap-Ups, Governor Cap-Ups somewhere around here, Jeremiah Blitz and his team are around. You've got like, at this point, like 12, 16 hours or so to kill before, the invasion proper begins. What would you guys like to do with some of your last hours on Demasis?
I mean, Kel would just clean and re-clean all of his weapons, including his new grasshopper, and have a few shots of whatever the governor offered, and he took a bottle of.
Mm-hmm. Oh, something I should note is that actually Michael Arendt returns back during this time, as you guys are like preparing, cleaning weapons, setting up perimeters, etc., etc. Michael returns, and he kind of like lands down on a very ostentatious spaceship, which is incredibly phallically shaped, hello. Well, isn't it a surprise to see you all here? I thought I'd go to the safest place on planet right now, which was this place. So How's everyone doing? Trinity, good to see you again.
Good evening, Michael.
How's
It is
it
good
going?
to see you as well.
Yeah, Joran, like, in the corner of the room, just shrivels at Michael's presence, clearly intimidated. He's like, hey, Michael, hey. And Michael's like, oh, you're still here. Cool. So what's everyone doing to kill some time? I've got a couple of ideas in mind.
And Happy is basically methodically cleaning his, checking his charges on all the weapons, and while chanting the Imperial hymn starting with
Love the Emperor, for he is the salvation of mankind, obey his words, etc.
Standard.
Kel
like
joins in
the
when he gets
actual Imperial Guard.
right.
Kel joins in when he gets to "There is power in the blood of the Emperor," and it's his favorite.
Yeah, Ilk is probably getting some takeaway that he's slobbering down while he's trying to fix up a mount for the plasma cannon.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, so you're like mounting this somewhere? That's cool.
I need to because I am weak as fuck.
Weak AF, mate, is what I am.
Sounds about right.
All right, cool. So yeah, you guys set up shop and get ready with Jeremiah, Blitz, Michael. Yeah, Michael is like not realizing that you guys are sort of booting up for some kind of fight. And I was like, Trinity, do you want to go and do some more experiments? Because there's a lot of time to kill. And it's going to be a lock-in type situation, I think. Oh, you're muted, Charlie.
I don't believe I have the time for experimentation now. However, I was informed that our previous experiment was most invalid.
Most invalid?
Yes.
How?
Ilk informed me the results were not correct.
I don't
She looks at
understand.
Ilk.
Ilk, what are you talking about?
Well,
Please enlighten me.
If it had been
Apparently-
a proper interrogation, there should have been, you should probably be, still crying a little bit, sobbing in a corner.
Interrogation? What do you mean?
Yeah, wasn't it an interrogation?
I mean, she said something about ropes. I don't know.
Yeah.
I see. That's clearly been misunderstanding. I am incredibly good at what I do. But I think, you know what, I think I've got some other places to be. Some more important people to spend my time with.
You seem very important. We wouldn't want to bring you down.
There are a lot more beautiful women that I must spend time with. It's fine to have a dalliance with the commoners every now and again, I suppose. But sorry, Trinity.
That is okay.
And he makes this face. So, so he leaves. Please.
No, I'm not going to do that. You
What was
want
that,
me to
Cal?
shoot him?
I was saying, do you want me to shoot him? Like when the shit starts, you want me to shoot him? I can.
I could draw you a diagram of where to aim.
I'm good. I've seen too many diagrams of him. I know exactly where everything is, so we're good.
Yeah, like Joran comes
Thank you,
along and is
Cal.
like, he was really mean to you. Are you okay? Because I'll fight him. I'll put a bullet in the. He's like copies what Cal says. Put it in the back of his head. I know how to do that. Done that a lot. The diagrams. Right, Kel?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
This is okay, Corin. Where's his name? Corin.
Meticulous notes, right?
That'll help his self-esteem. What was your name again? I'm sorry.
What's your name? Which one are you? Are you number 1 or number 2? That's number 2. No. Yeah. He's like,
Corin.
just dies inside a little bit more. It's all right. My dad forgets my name sometimes too.
I am just a very common human female. I am most replaceable.
I don't think I could ever replace you.
You could if you used the nanobots.
Joran looks at the camera for a second. I use the nanobots. I gotta go. I'll be back in a bit. Just want to test out something on my own.
I will miss you.
I'll
Thank you
miss
for your
too.
homicidal offer.
Yep. All right. Anytime. So,
Kennedy, I think he's in love with you.
That is a most terrible affliction. I have read of such things.
Yeah, it happens to humans a lot. You should look that up.
I have been fortunate that it has not happened to me then. What does it feel like, Kel? Describe the symptoms to me.
I only fell in love with one girl from Tuscola. The planet doesn't exist anymore. She broke my heart. And then their planet was overrun by orcs. So, you know, don't try it. Just don't do it. There's a lot of similarities here, and I'm getting triggered.
I will kill an orc for you,
Please do.
in honor of your love.
Yeah, you should. And you should cling to Joram. Joram? What was his name again? Joram?
Joran.
Yeah. You should hang on to it as long as you can have it, Trinity. It's lonely out here in the black.
All right then, Kel. Since I have your permission, I shall run after Joran.
one second, I just need to play a fucking sad violin for Kel right there. Because what the fuck was that?
I only had one night with her. She was gone in the morning. She took my blaster too, that bitch. But the orcs got
That's how we knew it was love.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
She knew how to handle a blaster.
Just because
Anyway.
this has become a fucking soap opera. Trinity, you run after Joran. You find him in his room, and he's got like he's just fist deep in nanobots right now. He's just.
I appreciate
he's got a lot-
that.
he's got a lot. No, it's, I mean,
You already said it. No.
That happened.
From behind, he just feels the female arms wrap around him as Trinity follows her instructions. Totally human female arms.
Oh.
I like the idea that he's etched a little nameplate that's like made by Joran to go on his like nanobot woman when it's finished.
I was trying to say his fistfuls. Oh boy.
It's nice to know that Freud still exists in the 40th century.
Oh.
Come on, guys, this is a grimdark serious game.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I do want to see a Warhammer 40k soap opera now that is just like this.
I need the comic. I need the webcomic. Oh man. Okay. I'm serious as well. And you should totally not check out Dark Matter if you want to have these kind of role-playing scenarios in your own life, because then you can't make it happen. It's impossible. You can only do serious, grimdark things with Dark Matter. So, very serious business. So, he turns around in surprise, caught in the act, throws the nanobots over his shoulder. Oh, you're here. Oh, I was just, these bots just, they just came all over me, and they you know, sometimes. Shut up, Will. Sometimes they just. Sometimes they just crawl, you know, over you, and they come alive when you're not expecting them. So they just kind of crawl up my arm there, and oh, wow, that must look like something it completely wasn't for a sec. Hey, by the way, how are you doing? Strikes a super chill pose. Just hanging out.
Cal believes it is important that I give you my company.
Oh, sure. Did you need something?
I need to experience love. I am told it is important, particularly before an orc attack.
Okay. I guess. I mean, if Kel says it, then I guess gotta follow Kel's orders.
I want to know what love is, and I want you to show me.
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Yeah.
No more.
So, oh man, it's not worth a copyright strike. So, he, he's like, I mean, do you have, I mean, are we in love?
I don't know. To reach that conclusion, I believe we would require testing and data. It is a hypothesis, however.
Okay, what data do you think you need?
How do you feel?
Well, I feel like I kind of like sweaty and nervous around you, and sometimes you say weird things I don't understand, but I don't mind. And I don't want you to get killed by orcs. And I feel like if I had maybe some more self-worth, you know, I would value my own feelings more. But you know,
Will you steal my blaster in the morning?
Sorry?
Cal said the woman he loved stole his blaster the next morning. I am curious if you would do the same. I don't have a blaster, but I am sure we could substitute for something that I do have.
Sure. Yes. That's definitely something we humans do.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I mean...
Is this what it feels like to be you when you talk to me?
Possibly. I mean... So, you look kind of blue sometimes, right? And like... You know? And like, sometimes you change shape a little bit, I think. And you talk about humans a lot. And you know, I've been off world, you know, and I'm not judging or anything. Like that's cool with me. But just, you know, well, like that's something I should know before, you know, anything else.
Would it change what you think of me if I changed?
If you're not human, no, I don't think that changes anything. I'm already considered a disgrace, to my whole family. So I don't think, I could really sink any lower. So no, I mean, I'm not worried about that at all.
Would it make you
Best
feel better
pickup
or
line
worse to
ever.
know? I
Can't do any worse.
I'm literally a rock bottom.
Would it be considered to make things better or worse to know that all of your family may be dead tomorrow?
I mean, kind of like a Twitch chat. I mean, it doesn't make me feel great because I mean, Dad, he's the one that gives me all the work to do, and I wouldn't know what work to do if Dad wasn't telling me what work to do,
You could work on your planets or on a ship with me.
Doing what?
I have many things. We explore and we help and we profit. It's much like what you do now. You could work on the computers.
I could move people?
You could move people and send emails. I have many reports which require emailing.
I mean, maybe, but I don't have a lot saved. I've just got like, my trust fund and like the couple hundred billion credits. And just free planets. I mean, I don't know if I could really do that.
I believe in you, Joran. I believe that you could make something of 100 billion and 3 planets.
Okay. Well, maybe I will after all this is over.
And I will help you. I am good at helping
Maybe we
people.
could...
I am a doctor.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe we could figure out the whole human thing, whole love thing after that,
Yes, I do think it would be better to have extensive experimentation.
Okay. Well...
Can I help you with
Looks
your
like
nanobots?
Oh, I would, are you like, are you into that?
She sticks her hand and then her nanobots. I am flexible. I have many skills.
Hard cut. So, as Trinity 2 becomes fist deep in nanobody, we pass some time, and it looks like for the course of this, we're just under $1,000 and a half, $1.5 away from the next stretch goal of dark matter. So if you guys haven't yet checked it out, go ahead, check it out right now, because they're getting pretty close with just 51 hours to go. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. All right, so as you guys, Trinity returns sometimes later, a much changed person. But the orc invasion is coming, and as you guys wait for the next morning, as the morning comes, you hear the distant sound of explosions as you watch the air battle take place between Captain Locke's Imperial Navy and these crazy, wacky orc warships, which are somehow flying through space. These like crazily painted tubs of metal have been thrown together and somehow bear speed are assaulting the planet. And you guys pretty swiftly find that the planet itself is under attack as well. From orbit, the orcs are launching rockets down, and also as the battle takes place over the course of the first few hours, you see that like drop pods are landing, and like shuttles filled with orc war teams are jumping down to battle with General Dante's PDF forces, while Captain Locke and the Navy remain engaged with fighting among the stars with the Orcs. So, as this happens, General Capac is in the command center, and he's kind of watching on like plasma screens the battle. It's almost like a sports commentary is taking place as the local Blood Bowl team of Demasis are commentating on the battle. So you've got a pretty interesting commentary going on in there. The 10 or so plus Jeremiah Blitz's troops are like holed up in defense. So for a quick overview of what the palace looks like, you've got the main gate, which is like your main steadfast. You want to hold that place from the forces of Alexander and the orcs that come by. And you've got the back entrance as well. So you really only have two ways in and out of the palace, aside from them just like blowing down a wall. As the fight goes on and you watch it for the course of maybe like 4 or 5 hours, because these things, take a while, these kind of sequences. You hear on the radio, on the Vox, that you hear kind of, and there's a voice on the other end, which is, "Hello there, friends. This is Morky and Alexander, and I'm here today to keep your decision. To enter into your fine establishment and just check that everything's all right. We're bringing some reinforcements in. Do you read me?"
This is the palace guard. Yeah, you can come on in there. The pattern is clear.
Why, that's fabulous. And Morgan Alexander, hangs up. And you guys watch from your position up on the walls that Morgan Alexander is coming in an array of 3 tanks, all of which appear to be fairly heavily, armed. Got a lot of cannons on these things, a lot of like, grenade launchers, that kind of thing. And behind them is moving a unit of, they look like, ex-PDF, but they're clearly like private military group, who are similar to like the Imperial Guard in the way that they're equipped out with, las guns and black jackets and that kind of thing. There's maybe like 50 of them or so, plus the 3 tanks. And Jeremiah Blitz looks over towards you and is like,
"Just say the word, boss, when you want to take down the Alexanders."
Wait till they get all like nice and bunched up, and then we spring the trap.
All right.
He's like itching on the trigger of the flamethrower right now. Has that clearly getting a little antsy. You guys watch as the force gets closer and closer. At what point do you call it? At what point do you spring the trap?
I would say let's wait till at least like because you said the tanks are in front.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say let's wait till at least like the 2 of the tanks get by us. So most of that hardware is pointed past us, and they'd have to at least regroup with that. And then we spring it and try to take out as many of the fresh troops that are out and open as possible.
Okay. So yeah, you guys watch as the tank kind of like roll on past, and the soldier regiment begins to move up closer towards you guys. And at that point, Jeremiah Blitz is like, "I'm gonna take down the Alexanders," and launches his flamethrower off, starting off some combat. So let's roll initiative, friends.
Yeah.
As we're about to have all hell unleashed upon us. And I should
Where's
put an
initiative in
track
Fantasy Grounds?
on your character sheet, it is
in the middle,
page.
on main.
Yeah, right in the middle, actually, like almost dead center.
Ooh,
Do that at all? Right.
Damn.
what a waste.
Hey, crit that initiative.
Oh, the crit. All right, so Ilk on the 24. Holy moly. Val on the 13. Val Happy on the 8. And we've got... So much Trinity. Oh, Trinity rolled an 8 as well. Between Trinity and Happy, who wants to go first?
I think Happy can.
Great.
I think he would be itching for the combats. So.
Wasn't it like the higher of Dex?
I think you both have +2 on your Dex, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go first, it's fine.
Okay. No worries, no worries. I'm gonna turn off my... You guys can see my GM roll now. Okay, so... we've got Ilk up first. Ilk, my friend. What is it that you're up to?
I will attempt to group some of the people together with the singularity as my cannon.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah,
So
launch that fucking singularity out there.
That's a 23.
Yes. Holy mackerel.
And 20 damage.
Oh,
Does it count as sneak damage though?
it counts as what, sorry?
Sneak attack.
Oh, dope.
We're doing a surprise, so...
Yeah. So,
Oh yeah, you guys have got like a surprise round here for sure. Sorry if I wasn't clear on it. Yeah.
What the hell is the...
I'm
Is it 2d6?
I think it's 2d6 for level 3.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, Jesus.
Yeah.
So it's 26 damage. And it also has the effect that when this weapon hits a target, each creature within 10 feet of it is pulled 5 feet towards it, so it just pulls everyone together.
So basically, like a black hole opens up and starts
Yeah.
sucking the troops into it, and you hear, on the enemy Vox, Alexander being like, "Get out of the way, that thing! They're clearly better armed than we thought." And as you see, like being sucked into the void, the warp itself opens up Ilk, and you see tendrils of chaos drawing in these heretical soldiers and taking them back to where they belong. Pretty cool. What's the area of effect on the singularity for me?
10 feet of the target.
Awesome. So you get like a bunch of guys in this for sure, and the singularity is like open. These guys. Anything else you want to do, Ilk?
No. I'll probably take cover, so...
Yeah. I assume you guys are in at least probably some light cover at this point. Behind like the ice walls of the palace. So, let's see. So these guys are going to roll an attack. So it's they go on a 19, so it's Ilk, the Alexander forces, Kellenon, Morkin, Alexander himself, Happy, and then Trinity. So, the Alexander forces are going to unleash a volley, kind of return fire on you guys. So let us see. Remind me what level you guys are. 3, right?
Yep.
That's a +2, not a +20. Yeah. Some covering fire is laid down. That's +4 always. That's definitely rolling a d12, by the way. Definitely started rolling a d12. So it looks so similar. All right, you know what? Just roll 5 leads. Like the Fantasy Grounds expert I am. So, +4 to leads. So, let's just go around. 1 on Happy is a 12 against your AC, Happy.
I don't know.
An 11 against Kel.
Nope.
A 22 against Trinity.
Yep.
That's a hit. Nat 1 is a miss, and then a 10 against Ilk. So that's volley 1. They unleash 2 volleys per round. So back around again. A 13 versus your AC, Happy.
Denied.
7 versus Kel is a miss. 10 versus Trey's a miss. 7 versus Ilk's a miss. But a 23 Ilk on you. They're shooting another guy shooting at you basically because you unleashed a fucking portal. So I think it's Trinity and Ilk.
What damage did I take when I was hit?
I'll roll it for you now.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So Trinity. Oh, I did / roll. I'm a fool. Oh man. Okay, 8 points damage for Trin, and
What sort of damage is it, and what sort of
Cosmic.
weapon is it? Yeah.
I gotta find what it is. It's the last gun one.
Radiant.
Radiant
All
damage.
the laser weapons do radiant damage.
Yeah, that's right. So 8 radiant on you and 8 radiant on Ilk. As you kind of return
remember,
fire.
Will, you don't add your dex modifier to damage with the ranged weapon. So
You're
Yeah,
right.
that's why they
You're
have
totally
higher
right.
dice.
It's,
Not the rules lawyer,
yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
trying to save my party here.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. It's -2 from those, so 6 and 8. So it's a +1 on a damage roll. Totally right. This is because I'm lazy and don't write things in the fantasy grounds. Like a fool, but if you're using the virtual tabletop choice counter roleplay, you can do things properly. But anyway, that is their turn. Oh, as for the tanks, they are blowing holes in your walls right now. And they clearly intend to just, like, dive right through. Okay, Kel, it is your turn.
Okay. Kel is going to. Kel is going to. Now that there's a group of them kind of bunched up, they're still alive. Yes, in group.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, He's gonna toss a concussion grenade out there. So. It's a 20 to hit one of those guys, because you throw it and the person in the space takes the damage, and then everybody within 10 feet. Fuck.
Oh, man. Oh, shit.
He takes one, but he's deafened, and then everyone within 10 feet needs to make a DC 12 save, DC 12 dex save, or take the same
Cool.
damage and be deafened for a round.
Alrighty. Let's just roll. Let's roll one for all of them. That's an 8. So you watch as this kind of grenade goes out. It doesn't, like, kill anyone, but it certainly just disorients. They're like, oh! They're blinded by this assault. As Kel shucks us out.
then-
Anything else you want to do?
Kel's gonna move down, like, away from where they're shooting right now, like down the wall, into other
Awesome.
cover.
Okay. Morgan Alexander gets his turn. I can use a nat 20 that Twilight just gave to me, and I'm going to use that as he is the true Indiana Jones free villain that he is in his tank. He's going to line up the wall and blast right through it, and with a huge explosion, part of the ice wall that you guys are defending crumbles and breaks. And you guys will see that a couple of the defenders that you guys are working with right now just straight up Wilhelm scream as this blast goes through. But it's clear that the tank with Morgan Alexander, there we go, with Morgan Alexander in, is headed directly through the gap right now. They've blasted a hole in it. They're going through, and he's clearly going to go find the thingy. The gamma pendant. I was trying to say magma pendant for some reason, but that would be dumb, and I am clever. So, that is Happy's turn.
So, are any of the troops looking like they want to charge, or are they within reach?
Yeah, you're pretty sure they've realized that they're caught out in a bad position here, and they're gonna charge into hand-to-hand combat shortly.
Okay, then I'll ready. I'll enter rage, of course, on my bonus action.
Naturally.
Yeah, and I will take a position like right around the corner where they could climb up, and ready an
Okay.
action to attack.
Amazing. All right,
And
that is.
I have
Go ahead.
one technical question now, since this is not covered in what we've read. Rage gives me resistance to physical damage, but this system has no physical damage on any ranged attack.
So we'll say that's definitely for like hand-to-hand stuff. So I imagine
Yep.
the last guns are gonna and that kind of thing are still gonna deal damage, but anything that isn't some kind of magical or machine-infused weapon won't do anything. That's
Basically,
my own
I think Radiant replaced piercing, and Force
Piercing,
almost
pretty much,
replaced
yeah.
slashing. So
Yeah. Okay. Trin, what you up to, Doc?
How far away is that tank from where Trinity is standing?
Sorry, how far is the tank? Oh, the tank's probably like 60 feet. Let's say. And you just watch
That's
the wall
fine.
blow up and a couple of people die. And my
Trinity
blitz is
is
burning everything.
to pull on the God Emperor to infuse her and raise the Amun-Ra staff, and she's going to cast Moonbeam down from the sky, great big radiant pool. If they start
Nice.
or enter it, they need to do a con save versus my DC, which I think is 15.
Okay, I'll roll it now because otherwise I will forget.
Okay.
Walk-in saves, but I'll roll for the other tanks as well. That's save on that tank and fail on that one. So like you'll watch as, and this is going back, kind of fast forwarding a little bit to the next turn. But these guys are going through the wall, and the last one gets struck by your moonbeam, or like fails the roll.
Alright, so the one that fails takes 14, the ones that succeed takes 7, and it's radiant damage, I believe.
Awesome. Yeah. Machine God guides your fury against this tank, and you watch as like part of its tire collapses underneath the assault. Okay. We come back round, and it is our good friend Ilk Measley's turn.
I will pull up my last pistol and try to shoot some of the goons.
Shoot some of these fools.
Yes.
Oh, but one thing I will note is as Jeremiah Blitz is burning them, just like on everyone's turns, he's like,
Don't worry, you guys get working. I'll handle these ones.
and like,
Okay.
you see it as like he's just eating bullets right now, and he's just like flamethrowing everyone. Like he's the most 40k you could possibly get.
Okay, yeah, then I will pick up the plasma cannon and try to move away so that I can get a good shot next turn.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna like
Because I can shoot with the pistol.
dismantle yeah, it's like pintle mounted or whatever. Yeah, all right,
Yeah,
Alright,
it will
so,
be
like,
hit in
wrap up that
one
way.
turn. So.
cool. Okay, couple
But
more volleys.
I will use my bonus action to hide.
Okay, cool. Yep, so they're not going to be able to spot you. So we're just going to be rolling these against our friends. Alright, so Happy, a natural 20. Kel, a 23. Trinity, a 20. Happy, a 21. Kel, a 21.
Damn.
it's
Yeah. Alright. Luckily for you, they're not going to get the second salvo off, and that's due to Kel's concussion grenade having like deafened them and disoriented them. Was it blinded? It might be blinded. Either way, let's see. So Happy 8, Kel 7, Trin 7. I lied. I did 9, 8, and 7. Let's see. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Happy 10. Oh, Eddie. And Kel 10. Did you guys take... Oh, 2 crit successes for Trin. From the ship security officers. Thank you, Fidel. Appreciate it. Captain Locke gets you on the Vox. Here, take these crits. And hangs up. But you guys just suffer like this barrage. In fact, Happy, you can take your ready action as one of these guys is coming in, and you can halve that damage because it's just from a sword. From your
Happy will hit him with his Doom Gauntlet, saying Battle Mode engaged, and will roll.
Let's engage.
13. Hit.
13 with the Doom Gauntlet is going to be a hit, actually. Yeah, dead on.
All right. That will be 16 force damage.
Holy shit. Yeah, how do you rip this person apart?
Has anyone played Dawn of War 1, I think? When the dreadnoughts basically he picks up the soldier and his power fist grips him in half, nice. Literally in half, rotates around 3 times and then throws him away.
Nice. He just as he dies upon your sword. You watch as Ilk is sort of beginning a retreat with his plasma gun. Any movement you want to take?
We have Mark Monkey. Where was he gone? Was he in range for us? He was riding forward, right?
He's in fact in the first tank, which you've been able to. Ilk has probably hacked it thanks to the box chatter. So he's like going through right now.
And other soldiers are moving up this ramp, right?
Right. Blitz has signaled to you that he's happy to cover your retreat while you deal with Morkin. And they look like they can hold at least for a time. They're probably going to die.
Yeah. Then I'll barge through the hallway towards the direction where Monkey is going after Kel. And I overtake him because I'm extra fast due to my implants.
Nice. Do you go on your jetpack just for fun?
Not yet. Not in halls.
Oh, yeah. You don't jetpack in the halls. That's against the rule. So there's a lot of running, but there's no jetpacking.
Like up and then,
yeah, it's a big faux pas just bouncing along, yeah. So I think we got most of the team running. That is Happy. Trin, you take a couple of shots here.
Yeah, I would like to use my bonus action to move my moonbeam to kind of catch Morkin. If I can just like, even if it's right at the edge, so he's going to have to start his turn in it, but it's not going to hit Kel, that would be great.
Sure.
Yes, yeah,
do that.
True. I'm not going to hit you, it's fine. I'm not going to stand in it either, because that would be bad. Oh.
I was just saying, I think I got skipped.
Oh, sorry, I totally skipped you. I skipped.
Yeah, I got my ready action.
Yeah, that was his ready.
Oh, and more crits, Trini. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. Totally got thrown off by the ready action.
Alright, you go ahead, Kel, because what you do makes a difference.
Well, what you do makes a difference. Don't get me wrong. So Kel is going to use a bonus action to bite the bullet here, which lets me use one of my risk dice to give me some bonus temp HP. So I get 4 temp HP.
Rolls today, man.
God damn. And then I'm going to pull out the grasshopper here and find the nearest guy who's coming through the breach or whatever. Actually, you know what?
Yep.
Since the thing pushes 10 feet, would you let me try to shoot one of the tank hatches and try to like pop it open?
Sure. Totally.
Awesome. Well, Kel is going to start running towards the tank and try to pop the hatch open.
Okay. So let's do that. So you kind of run after them, and you're gonna jump up onto it and grasshopper. Unfortunately for you, as you lay down the grasshopper, like you're on there and you're like on the tank, but it's you like try and get down into it, but the tank is like sealed shut. You're gonna have to like really dig in with the grasshopper, but it's definitely doable. It's just that there's a lot of layers. Now, anything else you want to see?
That's it.
Okay, so you jump up, give it an attempt. As you're on the tank and it's Morkin Alexander's turn, he begins the sort of like bulldozer move with the tank, which just begins to like head downwards and plow through ice. And Kel, as you're on the top of this thing, you're probably like duck down as you enter into the ice caverns on the top of this tank. Trinity, Ilk, and Happy, you'll watch as Kel's sort of disappears down the hole that's just been formed by Morkin and his tank atop the tank. Happy! By the way, the tank's moving pretty damn fast, but it is going through ice. So you guys are able to catch up if you wanted to move it.
Yeah, so there's one tank with Monkey in him, and the other one, and one going after him, right? Oh, well, there's two after him. And Cal is on.
Yes.
He disappeared in the
Yes.
hall.
There are two tanks sort of in tandem.
Okay. Well, I will activate my jetpack and basically do fly straight after him. And as I catch up to the lead tank, I will not try to open any hatches. I'm gonna claw with the power fist into the sprocket of the right track and try to detrack it. So that will be
awesome.
Attack, and I will follow it up with a bonus action second attack because I'm 2-weapon fighting.
You can do that shit.
With the other hand, different damage, but the first is a 16, the second 24.
Very nice, very nice.
The hits?
Both hits. Feel free to roll a damage.
That will be 18 damage. Force damage.
Righty, damn. Okay, so here's what happens. Basically, Happy dives in, jetpacking away. Kel, you watch as your friend just kind of like zooms past you through these ice caverns and slams into the tracks of this one tank with Morgan in, and takes out the treads basically of the one side of this tank. You feel as it begins to move like sluggishly and slowly. It's clearly not able to withstand much more of that. Alright, that is Happy's turn. Trin, you actually meet Doran back up in here. He's found like a little las pistol and is like, come on! We can get to the drop pod now!
Okay, so are my teammates over all of the tanks, or are they only on that lead one?
I'm pretty much on the lead
Before
one.
I deal with Joran. Okay. The bonus action, Trinity's gonna drag that moonbeam to just grab those back tanks. Because that's an ongoing concentration spell that I'm not willing to drop. And she will shoot a nat 20 guiding bolt at the something on the lead tank, either a dude she can see or the tank itself.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely like a dude who's like popped out top to see what's going on.
Okay, sweet. So, guiding bolt with a nat 20 is 46. How do you do your damage? Well, crits.
Double the dice.
Double it.
Ooh, yeah.
That's 32 points of radiant damage to his face.
Oh, sorry, I was unclear. I mean, just roll 8d6, I guess. Right.
Okay. Die. 4d4. Alright, that's 26 points of radiant damage, and anyone who hits him between now and my next turn has advantage on that attack.
Nice. So the guy who's like popped his head out, he dies. Like he like immediately pops his head out and is, what's going on, Rep? Boom! As Trini takes him out. Yeah. And Dronka like grabs your hand and is like, come on, we can escape now. But quick.
We can't right now. There's a whole battle going on, Joran. Have you missed this?
It's just my father. I'm sure he doesn't mean it.
Joran,
it's like his dad is leading like a fucking crusade of 3 tanks, like plowing through the palace right now.
I'm pretty sure your father would probably shoot you right now if you got in his way.
Oh, so he's threatened before.
How about we find some cover?
Shot me a little bit. He actually shot me a little bit once.
That's not nice. Let's move to cover, and she's gonna look around this hallway for something we can hide behind.
Yeah. So you dive into cover. It's simple enough. There's plenty of places around here, and there's just chaos right now. And thank you so much to Twilight's Falling for that cheer. Okay, that's Trin's turn.
Oh my god, the temptation to Yidris this guy is so strong. Just knock him out for his own kid.
Are you going to like take cover so that you're going to follow them down into the caves, or are you staying back up top?
I will decide that on my next go, depending on where the rest of my party end up. But just out of the general line of combat right now.
Right. So as this happens, Ilk, it is your turn, my friend.
The advantage was on the two tanks.
The dude who died, yeah, he's come.
Yeah. And the tank with Morkin is still descending and going.
It's going slower thanks to Happy has taken out one side of his treads.
Yeah, I will then attempt to shoot the back of the tank with the plasma cannon.
Cool. That's a good spot.
This cannot go wrong.
It can't possibly go wrong, honestly.
It's a 12.
Yeah. So there's a lot going on. The tank's still moving. It's a narrow shot because it's down in a cave. You don't want to shoot Kel. You don't want to shoot Happy as well. So you kind of blast it off and it goes into the side of the cavern. This thing's got quite a lot of armor. Anything else you want to do, Ilk? You can move towards them and be close to them.
Yeah, I will move towards them.
Okay, so on their turn, the bad guys, you hear from inside as the thing is unsealed. Wow, this is very tiresome. And you watch as Alexander Morkin, Chaos Sorcerer, with rippling tattoos that move across his arms and the like. He looks just like this last season's villain. Great. He he summons he begins to chant in this unnatural tongue, and you see that he summons from a burning warp portal these humanoids. It looks to be women. But their arms end unnaturally in claws, and their faces are twisted into sneering, leering faces as he summons some demonettes, because they're fun. And about 3 of them kind of pop up around him and immediately obey his command. He's like, deal with them, I'm busy. And he strides deep into the cavern. Kind of jumps off the hood of the tank, and you'll watch as he reaches the center of these caverns. Now, you've heard about this gamma pendant and what it may be and what it may look like, and you can see that there's a shrine up ahead where he's walking towards, and up this shrine there is what you can only assume to be the pendant itself. It is a huge, glowing artifact that looks ancient and almost made of stone. It glows with a holiness, but also the power of the warmth that you can tell. It's like a smell as you get closer, a tangible taste in the air of that power, which is oh so corruptible, hidden away here. Now, Hell, it's your turn as you watch these demonettes get summoned up around you, and Morkin kind of jumps off and heads towards the gamma pendant.
Are they in melee with me? Or is there...
Yes, they technically would be in melee with you, yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, well, in that case, holster in the grasshopper, I'm going to pull out my Magnus Opus, my big-ass pistol, and bonus action, do a dodge roll. I'm going to expend one of my risk dice. And what this does is, on my bonus action, I can move 15 feet without provoking an opportunity attack and ignore difficult terrain. So basically, I'm going to pop and kind of roll down the front of the tank away from them. And when I pop up, have my Magnus Opus, and I'll take aim at one of them and fire off at them.
Nice.
Watch out, Happy! And boom. So 24. Now, does that beat their AC by more than 5?
Sure does.
Awesome. Because that means I get an extra damage die.
Nice.
So, here's 2d10 radiant.
Oh, man.
That's 4.
Oh, yes, there it is.
There we go. So 14 damage.
The one die.
God damn. Anyway, so yeah, that's and then after I shoot, I'm gonna continue to move after Morgan.
Cool. Describe how you. I mean, you probably just blast off the head of one of these demonettes as she appears.
Yeah, I just kind of bust the ninja roll, come up, pop the head off, and then just turn, holstering the magnum opus as it heats up, and put it in my heat sink holster, and pull out my repeater, my it's a repeater.
Awesome. So, amazing. So, yeah, you pull off this super dope move, and then we had things. Morgan Alexander's kind of his turn. Happy.
Yeah.
2 demonettes around you now.
2 demonettes. Happy will almost flick a switch and automatically recite a couple of words out of the Vade Imperialis Imperial Guard protection prayer. Start A Spiritu Dominatus Domine Libonos from the lightning and the tempest, and he will use both of his battle fists to grab the demonettes and rip them in two.
Nice.
Attempt to.
Yeah.
Sounds
real good.
I will use a frenzy attack
Cool.
for this round. So that gives me advantage, which makes the first one a 22.
22 is definitely it.
Yeah, and then the regular weapon, not Doom Gauntlet, is a 14.
14 is a hit. Dead on.
Okay. The 14 does 14 damage.
14. Nice.
And the Doom Gauntlet does 17 damage.
Go ahead and describe what happens to these demonettes.
So basically, as you saw, the Imperial Guardsman he became like a turbine, a rotor. But these ones, these are the filth of the earth, so they are basically snapped in two and cast back into the chaos. And as a finishing move, he activates his jetpack to chase Kalanon.
Awesome. You pull it off, and the slight distraction from Morgan is enough to have bought him time to get there, and you dispatch his free servants handily. Trinity. Now at this point, Trin, as you've taken camp somewhere near the caves, but not quite in them, with Joran, you see that Jeremiah Blitz and his forces back at the wall that's been destroyed. That hole in the wall is being flooded now with troopers who are coming in, and Joran's like, "Come on, we better go or something. It's bad. I mean, for you."
Joran, you go. I'll catch up with you.
Okay.
I promise. And she's gonna leg it for that hole.
Grabs
So
your
she's
hand
gonna
for a
kiss
second.
him and then leg it. Oh.
Sure,
Okay.
yeah, of course.
Go
Absolutely.
ahead.
Of course. No, he just grabs your hand for a second and then runs away. It's super Hollywood.
So heroic.
Super heroic, yeah. Ilk. By the way, by the time you get down there, Trin, you pretty much have the rest of the party. Ilk, what are you doing? You're watching as in the distance Morgan is just striding towards the gamma pendant, ready to pick it up.
How far ahead is he?
He's
Like
at this point 6 feet. Go ahead.
Did I get a bonus action or anything? Or did I just use everything to...
You probably need to dash to get down there.
Okay.
But you can
I
bonus
just have a
action dash,
bonus
right?
action. Yeah, I want to cast Spiritual Weapon right in front of Morgan. And my Spiritual Weapon is a giant bacteria flage. And it's gonna just leech out and launch an attack. And I'd like to give it a nat 20, please.
Go ahead.
Is that allowed? Great. So, slash die. 2d. Yeah, so doubles my damage. 2d8. And then plus.
Nice.
So that does 14 damage. Wait, no. It does 10 piercing and then 4 force, I think.
Okay,
Or all of
yeah.
it's force. It's one or the other.
I think it might all be force, actually.
Might all be force.
Pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think because it's all a spiritual weapon, right? Yeah, so either way, that makes more sense than it should be, even if for some reason it's not. But anyway, yeah, you strike at him. He almost shrugs it off with an arrogance. And we'll come back to Ilk. So Ilk, he's about 60 feet away from you. You can move.
Yeah,
and
I will run forward, and then I will shoot him with my laser pistol.
Nice.
The plasma cannon is still reloading. And it's an 18.
An 18 is a hit.
And it's 4 radiant damage.
Okay. The radiant seems to twinge a little bit. As you sense that he's noticed the shot that goes into the small of his back. As Ilk manages to get in a little shot there. Anything else, Ilk?
I will use my bonus action to hide.
Amazing. The Alexander forces are moving closer and closer towards you guys. They're pretty close to Trinity at this point. Kel, what do you want to do?
I'm going to move forward, pulling out my repeater, and as a bonus action, I'm going to flip the overcharge on it, using my hot shot ability, so I can add an extra die of damage.
Nope.
19 to hit.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
I don't suppose this AC's 14, is it?
No, unfortunately.
Okay. Alright, so that's 7 plus the extra die 2, so 9 radiant damage.
Nice. You see for the first time he kind of there's a flicker of uncertainty in his eyes. But he says, "Don't be so foolish as to think you can stop me now. Not when I'm so close."
Cool. And I'll sheath the repeater and pull out the grasshopper.
Nice. It's Morkin's turn. So he sees our friend. He turns around for the first time, looks at Kel, Ilk, and Happy and Trinity, who are all going around as he reaches towards the gamma pendant. And in a moment of pure Hollywood drama, seemingly quite unnecessary in his case, he draws out his revolver and he looks at Trinity and he says, "The boy told me he loved you. Best to take that away before he gets any big ideas." And he's gonna point the pistol at Trinity and shoot her. And as the shot goes off, you hear a "No!" as Doran dives in with the "Look out, sir" rule, and Dodge takes the bullet for Trinity. As midair, he is struck by the force of his father's shot. As from out of nowhere, he's appeared and taken the shot. And for the first time, Morkin, he looks concerned for a moment, and "You are such a disappointment." Happy.
Yeah. Happy will...
on the floor right now.
Happy has absolutely no compassion for fleshlings that are not Cal. So, in front of him is...
Talked about that, Happy. Humans.
Yeah.
We are so human.
Starting to sound like the doctor.
Happy will fire off his boosters and get up close to Morkin. And as he chants the next lines,
Our Emperor deliver us from plague, deceit, temptation, and war. Our Emperor deliver us from the scourge and of the kraken.
and he will make another attack, another reckless attack. Now he still can, with his Doom Gauntlet for a 19 hit.
That'll do it.
And I will roll the offhand as well. A 23 to hit.
A 23 is gonna hit.
Okay. The offhand does 12 damage. And now the Doom Gauntlet does 9 damage. But as he recited the lines, he recites the next line saying,
Our Emperor, deliver us.
and he activates the Doom Gauntlet charge, which does 1d4 mega damage. Doing 400 damage.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you can rule it as you want. It's this is basically the discharge of the gauntlet is as much as the firepower of a cannon of a tank or a small plane, and it
So-
releases and I think if I rolled a 1, it would be destroyed, but it's not a 1.
Cool. So, Abby, describe to me what you do.
Happy, yeah, happy. Happy is happy. Basically, the crackling lightning in the gauntlet draws all the power from Happy's systems and pulses straight through the grip he has on Morkan's body, pretty much frying him from the inside out. And with a lightning flash, his body shatters into many pieces all over the floor.
Awesome. You watch as a huge explosion ripples through these caverns, and as that starts to happen, having you guys have stepped over the seal, the cavern itself seems to be crumpling in on itself from the force of the explosion as Mork is like and melted from the inside out. The troopers who have come down see this and begin to flee as all around you ice is falling down. The whole palace looks like it might be coming down, and the Gamma Pendant is being sealed behind. Trinity, Doran's there. He's just at your feet, having taken a mortal bullet to the heart. You're too late.
Am I really too late? Is there literally nothing I can do?
I mean, he's shot to the heart.
What if I do spare the die? If spare the die!
I was really just trying to fit it in, to be honest.
Don't we have like nanobots?
It's a great drop in.
I do have none.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I was with you.
Yeah.
I'm busy panicking.
He's like on the floor, he's like, I love you.
Run! No! Don't make me use a cantrip because it's really inconvenient. I unleash the nanobots in the hope that they're gonna work. Oh.
So, it's really deep in role right now. I'm a method actor. So,
Well, just really wants a nap, is what we're getting.
yeah, it's been a long day. Like many breaks between power nap. So, yeah, you will watch as you unleash the power the power of the nanobots down upon Joran, and immediately they center themselves around his fists as they know that is the source of his power and his energy. And as they wrap themselves around his fist, his hand moves to his heart, while the nanobots go into his heart. And with nanobot love, it's a D4 of healing, right?
D4, yeah. Per round, or like per turn for a minute.
Right. And he kind of like, his eyes open wide to you, and he's like, Trinity.
Doran?
Yes?
Good. And I want to turn around and send a healing word to to Cal.
My life forces seem to be functioning as usual.
Oh no.
So, send that healing wave to Cal. But really,
Want to
at this
borrow my
point-
robot voice?
yeah. As the whole battle is
cowardly
like,
bastard.
seemingly wrapping up, the cabin's falling down. You pick up Joran and whatnot, and race back out of the palace as it crumbles down around you, hiding the Gamma pendant for good. In the skies, you look up, and you'll see the Imperial fleet having sustained damage, but nonetheless seeing to the for the large part of the invasion in space, with the Orcs far outclassing their battleships. As General Snotgrits and his force flee back to their mining planet, not truly defeated, because it's tough to really get rid of Orcs for any amount of time, but it seems like with the Alexander Corporation defeated and the Orc invasion defeated in the skies, that peace may very well have come to the masses, at least for now. And at that point, as I look at the time and realize that we went like an hour more than we did last week, that's where we're going to end tonight's session of Dark Matter. As congrats, you guys! We had like a love story, weird sex story, and a lot of great action and combat. So for me, that ticked all 3 boxes. I don't know about you guys, but I had a great time playing Dark Matter. If you guys watching here in the chat have enjoyed Dark Matter, definitely go and check it out there. If you enjoyed this game, I had some fun of it, definitely go and check them out, because they're doing really well on Kickstarter right now, and gaining close on those 600 backers. I've backed it myself. It's fucking so much fun, so go and check it out. And thank you guys again to Maychan Press for sponsoring the show here on Encounter Roleplay. Hopefully we can see some more Dark Matter in the future, because my god is it fun and so easy to run D&D in space with this rule set. So thank you guys. Let's go around to cast and crew. What do you think of tonight's show, and what are you guys thinking about Dark Matter? So let's start with Charlie. Start in reverse order. So Charlie, how was that?
That was everything I could have hoped for and so much more. No, I had so much fun, and I am so excited that we can play D&D 5e with sci-fi, and I am so in love with this crew, and I want to know what happens to them next. And I'm sad it was just a 2-shot, but maybe another time. And obviously, shout out as ever to chat, Mini Chaos Chorus tonight, who were on side to make things interesting. Yeah, I had the best time. I'm looking forward to rewatching this when it goes on VOD or YouTube. So.
Absolutely, yeah. This part will be on YouTube over the next, I think tomorrow actually it'll be up. So yeah, and if you guys missed the first part, for those of you in chat, you didn't know it's 2 parts, so it's pretty quick to watch through. You don't have to, slog through like 20 episodes or anything like that. The first episode is the most recent upload on Encounter Roleplay's YouTube channel. I'll link you guys here to the channel in case you haven't subscribed, so don't check it out. The first episode was just as much fun. Thank you, Charlie. Great job. Amazing. Let's see. Nicholas.
Oh,
same question.
I had so much fun doing this. I think telenovela Warhammer 40k is an untapped market.
Absolutely, it is.
They should start going into that now with the new games.
I honestly don't know why I'm not like the lead writer of Wrath and Glory at this point, or any other 40k license. I mean, what are you guys doing? Please, this is gold.
But yeah, and I really like so much flavor in Dark Matter.
Right.
All the spells and all the subclasses and even the species that you can play. It's really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. I will definitely be playing some more Dark Matter on or off stream in the near future, I think, because that was a lot of fun. Thank you, Nick. Ilk was amazing, and the Weasleyiest person, I think, this side of the Coronus Expanse. Pruitt self.
Oh, I had a blast. Everybody's character was awesome. Everybody had their own specific thing. there was a lot of action both before and after the battle started. So you know, at least the good doctor got to play a little before the adventure was over. So you know, Dark Matter. It's reading through the rules. It's a lot of fun. I loves me some sci-fi. I'm sci-fi probably more than fantasy. So this scratches a very particular itch, and it scratches it well. The Gunslinger is a lot of fun. The Space Cowboy subclass I was playing, a lot of fun as far as different things you can do. Having something to do on your bonus action as a fighter is a lot of fun. Actually having choices, it's interesting. So I'm happy I backed it, the Kickstarter there, and I look forward to getting the full book when it comes out. But thanks for having me tonight. Had a great time, and I would totally play Kellenon again with this group.
Fantastic. I think we'll feel the same way. As soon as the game finished, we're like, we've got to get artwork on these characters. This game's awesome. So I'm sure we'll be seeing these guys again somewhere in the reaches of the 40,000th universe. But Bastian, great job. Was happy with that fucking Doomfist, man. That was crazy.
I am happy.
So yeah, that was got to do that. It was great. I don't play on stream a lot, but I do play like every week with my friends, and just having a lot of fun doing filling your place in the group. And but for me, it's really nice when people don't step on each other's thing and rather supplement it. So that's if you look at the rules, we did 40k. I guess you can do any space sci-fi setting in this. Although the default setting also looks a lot of fun, but I really need to dive into the background of that to get a good character. And I know 40k. I knew I wanted battle fists, so I put it together into a robot. Vex popped up, and then you gave me an armory to get all the upgrades. So yeah, I am happy.
Amazing. Well, there you go. I think 5 glowing reports of Dark Matter for us having played for 6 hours. Or actually, we ended up playing loads the other week of Dark Matter. Politely bugged me on Twitter about bringing some more Dark Matter to the show, and y'all know that I listen to polite bugging. So won't be in time for the next season because I've been planning out for 2 months, but that doesn't mean that we won't see more Dark Matter in the future, because man, just love me some Warhammer 40k, and anything that makes it easy to do is just fantastic. Love me some Dark Heresy as well. This definitely scratches an itch, like Drew was saying. Join in the Discord if you haven't yet. This is like my off week. I'm only really back today. And then next Tuesday, I'll be back on stream for the Long March and the World Tree Burns. But other than that, I'm fucking off, and I'm just planning for the next season, which begins September 1st with a 48-hour stream. So, you know, I need a holiday. I need a little break before, you know, that all happens. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. But, my friends, it's been a pleasure. I really can't wait till the next time we get a chance to play together, and I can't wait till the chance that we see these characters again in space. Thank you guys for supporting the shows, and until next time, try not to roll too many nat ones, because we want to be here laughing when you do. Good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Do awkward sex things with your friends and nanobots. Bye.
Bye.